What are the best practices for nutrient absorption? Hi, I'm Chris Masterjohn, and I have a PhD in nutritional sciences. I am not a medical doctor, and nothing contained in this episode may be construed as medical or nutritional advice of any kind, or a substitute therefore. This episode is meant purely as scientific education. If you wish to act on any ideas presented in this episode, please consult your physician first, and never take anything herein as a reason to contradict medical advice. With that said, enjoy the episode.
Okay, Ryan Pfaff says, in your previous AMA, you recommended abstaining from high phytate foods such as nuts for 3 hours before and 1 hour after a zinc-rich meal. I found this recommendation very helpful. I know nutrient absorption is a complicated topic, but can you provide any additional best practices for best nutrient absorption? For example, does consuming calcium at a meal inhibit the absorption of any nutrients? That's such a broad question that I would really suggest referencing the Vitamins and Minerals 101 course, because there's just so many nutrients and so many potential interactions. But in terms of the ones that really stand out to me as really important interactions, I'm going to say that oxalates and calcium, phytate and zinc, phytate and iron, plants and iron. So, zinc and iron are really like, meat is the ally of zinc and iron absorption, and plants are the enemy of zinc and iron absorption. And for iron, for zinc, it's much more specifically about phytate. For iron, it's much more broadly about plants. Even polyphenols inhibit iron absorption. I'm not worried about calcium inhibiting the absorption of anything else at nutritional doses. If you're getting 300 or 400 milligrams of calcium in a meal, I'm not worried about it. But if you are megadosing calcium, and I just wouldn't megadose calcium, period, across the board, umbrella recommendation. But if you are megadosing calcium, I think it could inhibit the absorption of a lot of other positively charged minerals. Fat in the fat-soluble vitamins. Fat is the ally of fat-soluble vitamin absorption. Large meals and fat-soluble vitamins. Large meals are the ally of fat-soluble vitamin absorption. Fat malabsorption from poor fat digestion is the enemy of not only the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients, but also the absorption of positively charged minerals. And there might be a few that I'm missing, but those are the ones that really stand out to me as big nutrient absorption issues. But for the most part, I wouldn't micromanage these. I just feel like if you're aiming, as in the COVID protocol, for example, or as important zinc status, to really get your zinc status up, that's when you really start thinking about phytate. If you have osteopenia, you should really think about oxalate. Or if you have apart from oxalate issues, oxalate crystals and stuff, kidney stones, joint problems, potentially other things that people are talking about as hypotheses. But from the perspective of nutrient absorption, not too worried about the calcium oxalate issue if you've adjusted your calcium intake for bioavailability. But if I had osteopenia, I'd be thinking a lot more about oxalate. I'd be more strict about it. Similarly, if my iron status and my zinc status are fine, I'm not really thinking about the interaction of zinc and iron with plants. But if I can't get my zinc status up, I can't get my iron status up, they're deficient, I'm going to start thinking about those as the primary potential problems with absorption, because I know I have an issue with absorption because I'm eating the zinc, I'm eating the iron, the levels aren't going up, right? So I think you attune to this to like how imminent of a need is it for you to get that level up? As in the COVID protocol, you want to get zinc as high as you can if you're in a high-risk situation. Or you think about, like, do I really have a problem I'm trying to fix? So if there's not an imminent need and you have a problem to fix, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't micromanage these things. But if it is an imminent need or there is a problem to fix, that's when I start thinking a lot of them. But certainly there are more details in the Vitamins and Minerals 101 course than what I have gone through right here. These are just the major ones. Okay, thank you, Ryan, for your question.
This episode was part of a Q&A for members of the CMJ Masterpass, a buyer's club with exclusive and massive discounts on your favorite premium foods and health products, including pasture-raised and wild meat and seafood, supplements, sleep accessories, water filters, phototherapy devices, and much more. As a bonus, you also get to participate in monthly private Zoom Q&As with me. You can join the Masterpass at chrismasterjohnphd.com/masterpass and use the code Q&A, spelled out as Q-A-N-D-A, Q&A, for a 10% lifetime discount. For the remainder of 2020, I will be working full-time on finishing my Vitamins and Minerals 101 book while reserving a portion of my time for consulting clients. You can pre-order my book at chrismasterjohnphd.com/book. In my consulting, I am neither a medical practitioner nor a coach. I serve as your data analyst and your strategist. I teach you scientific principles of health and wellness, help you analyze your data, and help brainstorm actionable strategies. You can sign up for a consultation at chrismasterjohnphd.com/consultations. I will try to respond to comments here when I can, but my presence will be intermittent while I'm finishing my book. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next episode.